Hi, we're going to start standing at the top of our mat today. So come to standing, close your eyes just for the first moment. And allow a moment to locate your breath in your body. Take a deep breath into your belly. And an audible exhale out, just letting go of your day. When you're ready, we'll open the eyes. You're going to interlace your fingers, reach your palms up, flip them up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in as you root down into the feet, and an exhale, spin from navel and twist to the right side. On your next breath in, spin back to center, and an exhale, spin and twist to the left side. Try and press evenly into both feet. Inhale, turn your gaze back to center. Reach your palms together to touch, lift your gaze, get longer, and exhale, bow forward. You can always exhale out through the mouth. And you'll just separate your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to so you're comfortable here. Start by holding on to the frame of the elbows and let your spine hang. And let yourself sway from side to side. Again, you can open or close the eyes. And use this time to find a connection with your breath. And really important to establish this early at the beginning of your practice. Yeah, release the arms, but keep the spine really loose and the head really loose. Just take the right hand just between your feet on fingertips. Bend your knees. Keep your lower back straight and then spin your left shoulder open, gaze to the left. With your exhale, drop your eyes and look down. Change hands. Left fingertips to the floor. Take your right hand again onto your lower back. Keep it flat and spin the right shoulder open. Gaze up if the neck is comfortable. Exhale, release, and look down. You're going to bend your knees, take your hands onto your waist, and with a flat back, press into your heels and rise up so you're protecting your back. Wiggle your feet back together and release your hands by your side. Okay, we'll flow. Inhale, stretch your arms up, lift your gaze, lift your eyes. Exhale, bow forward and release everything to the floor. Look up halfway as you breathe in, bend your knees. Plant your hands to the floor and step back to plank pose, 1 foot at a time. And nose in plank. If at any time this is too hard, you just drop your knees to the floor. Lift your belly, squeeze your arm bones in. Pull your arm bones towards your hips, spin your breastbone forward. Taking a breath in. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, lower through a low push-up. Come all the way down onto your belly. Point your toes, come onto the tips of the fingers. Inhale, cobra pose, press the feet to the floor, press the pubic bone down, lift the heart. As you exhale, melt back down to the floor. One more time like that, press the feet down, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, melt back down. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale, melt all the way down. Now tuck the toes under, plant the hands flat. Use the knees if you need here. Inhale with one breath, press up to straight arm plank. And exhale to downward facing dog. On your next breath in, gaze forward. Inhale, ripple forward to plank pose. Heart comes forward. Exhale, melted back to dog. One more, connecting the breath with the movement. Inhale, forward to plank. Notice your breathing. Exhale, back to dog. And your heels don't have to meet the ground in downward facing dog, even though mine do. Doesn't mean yours have to. Press the arms nice and long. On your next breath in, again, ripple forward to plank pose. Now again, if this proves to be difficult, please drop your knees. Spin your heart forward. Keeping your right hand flat, come onto the left fingertips. And then from here, drop both heels over to the right side, left heel in front of right. Heart forward, heels back, try and make your body long. Lift your belly and feel your abdomen tone. Changing sides, left hand flat, lift your heels, both heels over to the left side, right fingertips up onto the floor. And again, feel your abdomen tone, feel your obliques fire. That's your side core. One more breath, right hand flat. Both heels lift, so nice. Shift your weight forward, drop your knees to the floor if you need for a bit of support. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, just one cobra pose on fingertips. Press the toes down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, melt yourself back down. Tuck the toes under, firm the thighs. Again, with one push, press up to plank pose. And exhale to downward facing dog. Here, shake your head from side to side so you got no tension. Bend your knees, maybe pedal out the heels. Feel free to find a little bit of movement. One more last big breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Exhaling out through the mouth helps you release any tension you might not be so aware of. Shift the gaze forward as you breathe in. Take a few steps to arrive at the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. The hands can always come to the shins. And then bow forward into the legs. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knees lightly to come all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up. Touch the palms in prayer. And exhale, release the hands by your side. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, bow and fold over the legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Again, step back 1 foot at a time to plank pose on the breath up. Shift the weight forward as you breathe in. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower chaturanga, low push-up, or touch down to the belly. Inhale, stay with cobra, or this time maybe you find upward facing dog, so the thighs will lift off the floor. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, press it back to downward facing dog. Just a big breath in. And a long breath out. This time, step the feet together and 1 step closer. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift in. And exhale to bow into the legs. Press into the feet, rise to stand. As you breathe in, touch the palms in prayer. Exhale, release the hands by your side. Bend your knees for chair pose. Sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, reach back, make a fist. Fold over the legs, chest and thighs, arms sweep overhead. Full breath in. Full breath out to stay. Inhale, rebend your knees, scoop back to chair pose. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Again, stepping back to plank pose and the breath up. Breathe in to rock the weight forward. You can always drop the knees here as you know. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee and take the heel towards the buttocks. But try and flex your toes, squeeze the heel towards the buttocks so you feel the hamstring or the back of the leg switch on. Keep the left side of the body nice and long. Take one more breath in. Gaze forward. As you exhale, the knee comes towards the nose and step the foot between the hands. Set your back heel down, spin the foot out 45 degrees, and then inhale, rise up to find warrior one. And in warrior one, we're trying to get the back heel on the floor, lift the back inner arch, and ground through the outer edge of the left heel. Reach the arms up nice and long. And then spin your chest slightly to the left side. Take the hands behind you, interlock the fingers. Stretch the arms away from the body as you breathe in. And as you exhale, humble warrior, we bow forward into the right inner knee. And the tendency here is to poke the right sit bone out. See if you can wrap it underneath you and back towards the left heel. Find your breathing and keep pulling the feet together. Press down to both feet. On your next breath in, inhale, rise up. Now very slowly, to keep the balance, lift the back heel off. So the back thigh lifts up high. Lean forward, keep a deep bend in your front knee. Lean forward even more and lift the left foot off the floor just a few centimeters. And as soon as you do this, you're going to feel your right butt cheek and your glutes begin to fire and switch on. Hold just for 3. For 2. Belly lifts. For 1. Very slowly anticipate the floor. Tap the left toes back to the floor. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, release the hands to the floor, either side of your front foot. Okay. You can wiggle the left foot back if you need. Check that your front knee is over the ankle. You're going to take the left hand slightly to the left. Pour the weight into the left hand. Reach the right arm up. Taking a variation of side plank. Step the right foot halfway down the mat. Spin the foot out so it's parallel to the front edge of the mat. Now pressing into both feet, turn your eyes and look up at your top thumb. And your top hand should be directly above your bottom hand. Nice. One more breath. As you exhale, next gaze down. Both hands to the floor. Spin the foot back to face the front of the mat and step back to downward facing dog. And you can stay in dog, or if you'd like to build a bit more heat, inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. We'll go to the second side. As you inhale, left leg lifts. Again, flex the foot, bend the knee and squeeze the heel in towards your seat. And try and lengthen your right side body. Again, don't worry so much about getting the right heel down to the floor. As you breathe and gaze forward, rock forward, take the left knee towards the nose and step the foot between the hands. Set your back heel down, spin the foot out 45 degrees, come up to warrior 1 as you breathe in. And again, what you're looking for here is to ground through the outer edge of the right heel and lift the back inner arch. Right inner arch lifts. You can always walk your left foot slightly over to the left side to assist with that. On your next breath in, chest pivots to the right, reach the hands behind you, interlock the fingers, stretch the arms away with the breath in, and bow, humble warrior. Forehead comes to the inner left foot. Again, scoop your left sit bone back towards your right heel. Again, trying not to poke the left hip out. One more breath. Let each exhale empty you completely, so you're really not leaving any breath in. On your next breath in, slowly rise up. Catch your balance, and then pivot on the back toes to lift the right heel up. And press the right heel forward so the right hip lifts high. Bend your left knee and lean forward. Press into the left heel and just lift the right foot off the floor. Just maybe 5 centimeters, not too high. Keep a deep bend in your left knee and feel your left glute fire. Tone the abdomen. 2 more deep breaths. Notice your breathing. And then slowly tap the right toes to the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up, pull the feet together. Keep your balance. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor, low lunge. I need to wiggle my right foot back to lengthen my lunge. Take the right hand out to the right, lean into the hand, plug the right shoulder into the socket, reach the left hand up, and then step your left foot halfway down the mat, spinning the foot so it's parallel again to the short edge of a mat. Turn the gaze and look up. It's really nice to play with actually turning the neck and looking up. In an age where we're constantly looking down at our phones, we're losing a lot of our neck mobility. Press into the bottom hand, take one more breath in. As you exhale, sweep the top arm over the head, spin the foot back to face the front, step back to downward facing dog. Stay here or inhale forward to plank. Exhale, bend the elbows lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, pull back from the navel, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale again, bend your knee heel towards your buttocks. Gaze forward as you breathe in, rock forward. Step the right foot in between the hands. Set your back heel down this time for warrior two, so the foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, cartwheel the arms up. And exhale, sit in the pose. You're going to take eagle arm, so you'll take your back arm and wrap it underneath your front arm. And some of you might be able to double bind like I'm doing here with the palms pressing together. If that's not working, you got really tight shoulders, you can single bind. But what you're looking for is this feeling that your shoulder blades are moving away from each other as you press into the hands. One more breath here. And then shift your gaze and look forward first. Pivot on your back toes. Go slow so you can find the lunge. And the same as we did before, but with the bind in the arm, so it's more difficult, lean forward. Press into the palms and just lift the left leg up. Press into the right heel, feel your right glute fire. Lengthen through your left leg. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, begin to anticipate the floor. Slowly tap the toes to the floor. Inhale, unwrap the arms and sweep them up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. This time we'll go to a full side plank. If that's too much, you'll take the same shape we did before. Inhale, reach the arm up. Roll onto the knife edge of the right foot. Either step the foot halfway down the mat, or this time stack the feet one on top of the other. Press into the bottom hand, lift the bottom waist. If the balance is good, you can turn the gaze all the way to see your top hand. On your next exhale, sweep the top arm over the head, gaze down to the floor, both hands to the floor. Press it back to downward facing dog. Again, stay here, continue to build heat, rock forward to plank. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Upward facing cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee heel to the buttocks. Gaze forward, breathing in. Rock forward, step the foot between the hands. Ground the back heel, foot parallel to the back of the mat. Cartwheel the arms up as you breathe in. Stay there with the breath out. Wrap the back arm underneath the front arm. Eagle arms, palms pressed together, fingers reach out. You're looking for sensation of the shoulder blades spreading wide. Then first turn the gaze forward so you know where you're going. Pivot on the back toes. You can shorten the stance a bit if you need. Press the palms together. Lean forward, tone the abdomen, shift the weight into the left heel. Rock forward, lift the right toes. Keep this nice deep bend in the right knee. So it's not a warrior three, we're kind of halfway there, trying to really focus on the left glute. And then tapping the toes to the floor. Unwrap the arms as you reach them up, breathe in. Exhale, hands release down. Preparing for the side plank, Vasisthasana. Pour the weight onto the right hand, reach the left hand out. Step the foot or stack. And as you press into the bottom hand, pull the belly in. If the balance is good, turn the eyes and look at your top hand. On your next exhale, make sure you continue to breathe. Stretch the top arm over the head. Turn the eyes down, both hands to the floor. Press it back, downward facing dog. Drop the knees to the floor, so nice. You're gonna sit back onto your heels. You can have your toes tucked if you'd like a little stretch. I'm gonna sit on flat feet. We're just gonna work into the shoulder here. So I'm just gonna show you so you can see. You're gonna take the right arm out to the right, spin your thumb down. And as you bend your elbow, you're gonna slide your hand in between your shoulder blades. And you take your left hand on your right elbow and use that to just really work the hand quite far up between the shoulder blades. And my shoulders are quite opened and quite flexible, so my hand can go quite far out, but in your body this might look and feel completely different. And depending on how many workouts you're doing a day, this might be really tight, which is not necessarily bad. There's this idea that tightness is bad. But in order to have stability, you also need to have some level of tightness. So it's important to understand that. Just finding your breathing. And we'll release. Left hand out, thumb down, bend, spin. The right hand onto the elbow. And again, work the hand up in between the shoulder blades. It's really important with yoga, we're looking for this balance between stability, which is strength and can feel like tightness, and flexibility. So the idea that just being flexible is healthy is actually incorrect, because the more you become very flexible, you actually become unstable. So all of you strong people out there, you're just as good. And release. Back to the right arm, reach your right arm up. This time, take the hand, bend the elbow, and just nestle the hand to the back of the neck. You'll reach the left arm up, hold onto the elbow, and again, work the hand down the back. And you can lean the head back into the arm if you're there. This might feel quite nice. And we'll release. Change, reach the left arm up. And slide the hand behind between the shoulder blades, right arm, left elbow. And you can do this guy in a chair in the office anytime. It's quite a useful stretch for most of us. And really close your eyes and just for a moment feel your breath and notice where you're feeling this in your body. So a lot of the process of yoga is to reclaim the body, or to really notice the body. If you think about it, how many times a day do you really notice your body? And then release both arms out. So we're gonna go for the full bind and see how you go. Take the right hand again, spin the thumb down. Take the hand and bring it in between the shoulder blades. And then the left arm reaches up, bend the elbow, turn around again so you can see this. And you're gonna reach for the fingers this time. So I can catch my fingers. You might be here, you might just hold on to the shirt. You can also grab a towel, hold on to a towel, a shirt, whatever you got right next to you, and use that to find a bind. And then once you got the bind, just hollow out the left armpit. And if you have a little space, you can lean the head back into the arm. Maybe close the eyes. Take a deep breath into your belly. Open the mouth and let the breath go. And when you're ready, you can stay here for a bit longer if you have time. Press pause and catch up. Otherwise, release slowly. Roll the shoulders. Reach the left hand out, spin the thumb down. Circle the arm, bring the hand between the shoulder blades. Right arm up. Reach and find the fingers, the shirt. Grab a towel, whatever you got. And then close your eyes and just be in the shape. Right armpit hollows. Tones, eyes closed for a moment. Just noticing whatever you notice. Paying attention to sensation, paying attention to breath, maybe even paying attention to thoughts. And as you exhale next, you'll release. Roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forward. And if you have a moment to chill after this, you can lie on your back and take a few moments to rest. Otherwise, thanks for joining me.